Hey guys, I'm Tom. This is my buddy Josh Pavano, and today we are going to be talking about a piece of camera gear that you might be interested in. Josh brought me the Ronin S by DJI. Josh, you bought this probably 6 to 8 months ago, and you don't use it.
No, I don't use it.
So
I've used it twice.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys just like a brief unboxing, and then Josh is gonna kind of monitor me setting it up, and we're gonna see if the juice is worth the squeeze in getting a DSLR camera gimbal. Cool. We have an overhead setup, so you guys are gonna see the entire layout of us opening and showing you exactly what comes in the Ronin S. I'm stoked about this, dude.
It is a pretty sweet case.
What? I dig. Oh, and there's instructions.
Yeah, it's a guide. But
you're my guide. You're my guide for this ride, so we're gonna leave those over there for now.
Yeah, if I had to make a pro tip, if you do buy one, just go on the internet, because those guides are a pain to read through.
Yeah, it's definitely a girthy,
thick book, and
girthy
it
little
doesn't
guide.
really give you the visuals that you need to.
Quick start guide, and it's nearly 100 pages long. So we're gonna put that to the side.
You can find some good 2-minute videos.
2-minute YouTuber videos.
Yeah.
Throw this off to the side. So it comes in a locking foam case, which is dope. I like this. Everything's got its nice little pre-packaged area. I'm assuming tripod, right? All right.
Yeah.
So tripod, little case. This is cool. What is this? Just cables?
It holds cables.
Does it come with a penny, or is that you?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you need to screw in the bolts.
Oh, this looks like a nightmare already.
So the penny is for me because I don't want to carry around a screwdriver.
Charging brick.
Charging brick.
I don't know what things are. So if you see me pulling something out, and you're like, you might not want to do that yet.
No, you can pull it out, and they all come out, whatever.
So this is like the grip.
So that's your grip and battery.
This is the actual battery.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Got a test light, so right now we're running at 3 bars out of 4.
Yeah, so when you first get it, obviously it's dead, and they tell you to charge that first before you do anything.
Before you do anything.
Right.
This is comfortable though. I dig this. It's like non-slip. This is what, like the speed plate?
Yeah, it goes on the top part there.
Cool.
It's gonna help you balance and also tell where your camera should be all the time.
Yep.
And you'll see if you go through setup here, it's important to pay attention. Like I've actually marked mine up.
Yep. The case is really nice though. I dig that it's like compartmentalized, and the locking mech on it is really cool.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's not small.
No, and this all comes pre-assembled. Like when
That's how it comes when you open it. Yeah.
So it's, I mean, for the most part, it's like 3 pieces.
People complain a lot about this part of it, which is that you need to put it back together just like this.
Oh, like.
So you need to like basically take apart your settings to put it
make
back
it
into
fit.
the thing. Otherwise, you leave it out and keep your settings.
Is that why? Well, you see people, they'll literally just leave theirs tripoded out.
Because yeah, it doesn't make sense for you to redo it every time. But let's say you're traveling, you're like, you spend a lot of money on this thing, and you don't want to just leave it hanging out.
Okay, cool.
And you know,
you're like my supervisor on this.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we have a base, at least I'll be able to close this bad boy up, and then this just slides in pin first.
you gotta unlock it.
Oh, there's more to it. Cool.
I mean, just from feel of it though, it feels legit, right? Like you feel how
it's girthy. That's what she said.
It's worth the expense because of how like well put together it is. Like I have no complaints when it comes to it's built. Like it's built. It's
all metal. There's little to no plastic parts, if any, on it.
Yeah.
This does look like a nightmare though. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like now, what am I doing?
So if you,
I don't have my camera, so we're gonna be doing your camera.
Yeah,
right?
I can give you mine.
Cool. Yeah. And your camera of choice is a Lumix GH5.
Yeah.
Is the so I'm assuming in this little pouch we're gonna use this guy, right?
So you have to literally balance this thing exactly how you're gonna use it. So if you're gonna throw a microphone on top of it, you gotta put the microphone on top. If you're gonna have your screen out, you have to have the screen out. If you want the lens cap off, the lens cap's gotta be off. If you want it to be zoomed in, you have to have it zoomed in. Once it's on there, you can't really touch it because it's just gonna go off balance.
Cool.
So that's kind of a issue with, like, once it's on there, it's on there. So this comes with a few different pieces here.
So USB-C to, well, this is proprietary then, right? I don't even know what this is. What is this, a light?
I think this is for certain cameras that need like a Bluetooth, but I'm not 100% sure, honestly.
Oh, that's weird. Like,
So I use the big plate, obviously, for this bad boy because it slides right in.
Sure.
Again, another
lock
and unlock.
Lock and unlock.
I don't know.
Labeled.
Lock and unlock.
Yep.
It's pretty simple. This thing works on 3 different tilts. It's this
3-axis.
Yeah, 3 axes. I don't know axes.
Definitely axes.
But I don't know exactly the names. You have this going up and down. You have this going in and out.
That's what she said.
And then you have this going in and out.
That's what she said.
Okay.
So it all.
And you're balancing. You're definitely balancing, but you're also making room for your camera to do full spins or full pans, right?
Yeah. Usually I put this guy on first.
Yep. It's gonna be your
which
first.
is just like.
What's this right here?
So that stabilizes the front, like depending how long your lens is. So it'll stick through the front here.
Oh, okay.
Like this.
Just to keep your lens. Okay.
Yeah. So.
And you're just finding. You're just getting it on there prior to. Like there's no preset.
There's no way to know.
Yeah, okay.
There's no way to know. You just literally have to put it on and be like, oh, that looks good. And then you'd make like a guess, like, okay, like, I don't know, like this looks, you know.
This looks good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're like, clearly this is off balance. So the first thing that you do.
So you're doing weight and balance prior to even turning anything on.
Yeah,
It doesn't auto balance?
No.
That's super funny.
So once you balance it, so you have to get it so that it's balanced, and basically what happens is, I mean, we can go through it. It's a long process of this, but I'm sure this isn't going to be great for your audience, but come on, baby. Basically what you want to happen is this thing to come straight.
This part took about, I'd say 3 to 5 minutes.
So what you want to happen at the end of the balance is this to be like this, and you be able to put your camera anywhere, and it just stays. So that's the goal.
Okay.
So now you just tinker, like, until you get it.
This part of the balance also took another 3 to 5 minutes. Needless to say, it wasn't a quick setup.
This to me is like pretty solid now.
You can screen record this if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Connect to Ronin. Bluetooth is off. I gotta turn it on.
Okay. So it's just that same power button that you check the battery with?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So now it connects. It connects really easily. Okay, and now it's gonna say it's in here. And then you just go to your configuration. Which one is it? Settings. More. Balance test. And it'll tell me if I did a crappy job, which it's going to say I did, but we'll see.
It doesn't look that bad.
Yeah, you think so, but then it'll be like, you're 12% off.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty precise. Oh, excellent. So I did good.
Good boy.
Okay, but again, like, okay, this is the, again, third time I've used this thing.
No, it's clean.
And the reason I wanted it was because I thought I really need this smooth, like, weddings and da-da-da-da-da.
This will still get...
Yeah, you can update as well, all the things, but...
System calibration's complete.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
And now you're good. And, you know, just to run through this app a little bit, like, I haven't used too much of it, but you can actually, like, control different, like, there's... If you go and look at someone who does reviews, like, 1 click is one thing, then 2 clicks and 3 clicks, and you can set different things based on what you want. So you can personalize all the settings. Like, as far as the app goes, it's almost like insane the
amount that goes.
And you can actually look at the sensitivity. So in this case, you're looking at like, what's the speed? How fast can you go? There's sport mode. Like if you double click, it goes into sport mode where it like whips away really quick. And I like to keep it in sports mode because then it's like very responsive. Whereas when you go like this, it definitely has like a lag. Yeah, so I mean, you have a ton of options here. And in here, you can also choose like to create. And when you do that, you can do time lapses, you can do motion lapses, you can track, so you can pick points, and it will like
go to...
just like a drone.
In all fairness, it's a beautiful piece of equipment if you're going to get into stock and do stuff like that.
It is honestly a ridiculously useful piece of equipment if you're going to use it.
I'm glad that you did the setup, because right off the bat, I don't think I would have had the patience to do it, especially just kind of jumping in.
And this is what I'll do. I'll give you the link to the video that I watch,
and I'll throw it down below.
And you put it down below
100%
because that's,
if people are looking for this to be like.
Because I look like a fool putting it together, but that's how you feel the first time. Like
now, this isn't locked right here. What's this lock, or is that locked?
No, it's locked. Yeah,
it is locked.
Yeah.
Josh and I spent some time playing around with the gimbal, and in all fairness, I loved it. I thought it's a great piece of equipment, very smooth, easy to handle, and I could totally see myself getting one. Like most supplemental gear in the videography realm, it comes down to, are you going to learn and use that gear that you buy? That's a decision that you have to make for yourself, but as far as a gimbal goes, I can see it being worth the money.
So what I like about this is the absolute smoothness and speed, because you can set your frame rate and really...
I mean, it is honestly so precise. Yeah, it's heavy.
It really is heavy.
You have to be in shape.
This is different. You said 2 clicks brings it back center?
Yeah.
And that's not center. 2. Okay, cool. And then... Oh, that's so crazy. I like it, though. I like...
No, I mean, like I said, it's a fabulous piece of equipment.
There's a lock feature. Like it... Almost bought a Ronin S right there. But hopefully this helps you guys if you're in the market for a DJI Ronin S, just to show you what it comes with, a little bit of the process of setting it up, and Josh showing us some of the features and how it works in a practical environment as a videographer. It's cool. I really like it.
It is
I
a great
think
piece of
for the
equipment.
money and knowing some of the other companies that are currently in the market, it might be worth venturing and trying to find some of those videos and checking out what those come with and how people like them, and truthfully, how intuitive their apps are like paired with.
The app is great. The
Companion
piece-
apps for products like this are ideal. So
Product's great, but it's just you better be willing to use it and learn it.
exactly, especially for the money spent. So thank you guys for watching. Again, Josh has his own channel here on YouTube.
Yeah, I do videos. Well, now I do travel videos and travel tutorials mostly, but now I'm breaking into doing a new YouTube series called Super Awesome Wicked Kind, which will be releasing soon.
Yeah, so that should be coming out, and yeah, make sure you guys hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.
Peace out. Hey guys, look at do this. This guy, he balances and then like that, and it's smoother than glass.